Hello everyone. In the previous two lectures, we have studied about closed sets and subspace topology. In this lecture, let us study closed sets associated with subspace topology. Before going to the details of this lecture, let us recall the definitions of a subspace topology and closed sets. Let X be a topological space with some topology tau. If Y is a subset of X, then the collection tau Y containing the elements of the type U intersection Y, where U is a member of tau, that means U is open in X. Then we have checked in our previous lectures that this collection tau Y is a topology on Y, and this topology is known as subspace topology on Y. What is a closed set in a topological space? Let X be a topological space with topology tau. We know that any subset U of X is said to be an open set in X if that subset U is a member of the collection tau. That means every member of the topology is open in the X. A subset A is closed if its complement is open. That means a subset A of X is said to be a closed set in X if the complement X minus A is a open set in X. Now one of the result of the subspace topology which is associated with closed sets says that if Y is a subspace of X, then a set A is closed in Y if and only if it equals the intersection of a closed set of X with Y. That means here we have Y as a subspace of X and A is closed in Y if and only if this A equals the intersection of some closed set in X with Y. The proof of this theorem goes in this way. Let Y be a subspace of X and A be a closed subset of Y. We have to prove that A is the intersection of a closed set of X with Y. That means we have to prove A is equal to C intersection Y, where C is closed in X. Since A is closed in Y, complement of A in Y is open in Y. Since A is closed in Y, Y minus A is open in Y. Because from the definition of closed sets, we know that a set is closed if its complement is open. In the similar way, a set is open if its complement is closed. Here A is closed in Y. So Y minus A, this portion, is a open set in Y. But from the definition of subspace topology, we know that a set is open in the subspace if it is intersection of a open set in X with Y. That means this Y minus A is open in Y. So this Y minus A can be written as some open set U intersection Y. That means Y minus A is equal to U intersection Y, where this U is open in X. This is our U. This is open in X, and U intersection Y gives us this Y minus A. Now from this Y minus A is equal to U intersection Y, we can write down A is equal to X minus U intersection Y. Here this X can be written as X minus U, this portion, intersection Y is equal to A. Now this U is an open set in X. So complement of U is closed in X. Let us assume that this X minus U, which is a closed set in X, as C. C is equal to X minus U, where C is closed in X. So this A is equal to C intersection Y, where C is closed in X. This is the first part of the theorem. Now to prove the converse statement, let A is equal to C intersection Y, where C is closed in X. Here we have the space X and Y be a subspace of X. This A is a subset of Y, which is written in this way: A is equal to some closed set C of X intersection Y. This is our A. Now we have to prove that A is closed in Y. Since C is closed in X, its complement is open in X. This C is closed in X, so complement of this C is this portion, is open in X. This shaded region is open in X. Now if we take the intersection of this shaded region X minus C with Y, then as per the definition of subspace topology, this set is open in Y. Since X minus C is open in X, X minus C intersection Y is an open set in Y. And what is this X minus C intersection Y? This is this black region. This is X minus C intersection Y. So this is open in Y. Now since X minus C intersection Y is open in Y, and we know that X minus C intersection Y is nothing but Y minus A. X minus C intersection Y is nothing but Y minus A. Therefore, since this X minus C intersection Y is open in Y, Y minus A is open in Y. Since this Y minus A is open in Y, A is closed in Y, because we know that complement of an open set is closed. So A is closed in Y. This completes the proof of the theorem. There are some situations in which a set U is open in the subspace topology, which need not be open in the larger space. Similarly, a set A which is closed in the subspace topology may or may not be closed in the larger space. Here we have an example. Let X is equal to R with usual topology or standard topology, and we have taken a subset Y as the closed interval 0, 3 of X with subspace topology. Consider a subset A which is an semi-open interval which is closed at 0 and open at 1. 0, 1 semi-open interval which is closed at 0 and open at 1. Clearly we can check that this set A is open in Y but not open in X. This is in support of the statement that there are situations in which a set U is open in the subspace topology need not be open in the larger topology, larger space. So here this set A is open in the subspace topology on Y, whereas this A is not open in R with usual topology. But there is a situation in which every open set in the subspace is also open in the larger space. This lemma says that let Y be a subspace of X if U is open in Y and Y is open in X, then U is open in X. That means we have seen that a set may be open in the subspace topology, need not be open in the larger space. But if the subspace Y itself is open in X, then any open set in Y is also open in X. This lemma's statement says. Let us prove this lemma. Let Y be a subspace of X where Y is open in X. Since U is open in the subspace Y, U can be written as intersection of an open set in X with Y. That means U can be written as intersection of an open set with Y. That means U is equal to V intersection Y, where this V is open in X. Here we can see that this V is open in X and we have taken Y as open in X. So here we have two open sets in X, V and Y. And we know that intersection of two open sets is open in a topological space. So V intersection Y is open in X. Therefore, U is open in X. So we have taken an open set U in Y, which is also open in X because Y is open in X. This lemma says that if Y is a subspace of X, if A is closed in Y and Y is closed in X, then A is closed in X. We have seen some situations in where a closed set in the subspace need not be closed in the larger space. But if the subspace Y is closed in X, then every closed subset of Y is also closed in X. Let us prove this lemma. Let Y be a subspace of X in which Y is closed in X. Since A is closed in the subspace topology Y, it can be written as intersection of a closed set in X with Y. That means A can be written as C intersection Y, where C is a closed set in X. Here C is closed in X and we have taken that Y is a closed subset of X. So C and Y both are closed sets in X. And we know that intersection of two closed sets is closed. The C intersection Y is also closed in X. Hence A is closed in X. This completes the lemma, proof of the lemma. Now let us take an example. Let X be the real line with standard topology or usual topology. And let Y be a subset of X. Y is equal to open interval 0, 2. And A is a semi-open interval which is closed at 1 and open at 2. Semi-open interval 1, 2. Here this set A is closed in Y. Because this semi-open interval 1, 2 can be written as intersection of the closed interval 1, 3 with Y. Here this closed interval 1, 3 is a closed set in X is equal to R with usual topology, because this is a closed interval and this closed interval is a closed set in R with usual topology. So this semi-open interval 1, 2, which is closed at 1 and open at 2, can be written as intersection of a closed set in X with Y. So A is closed in Y. But we can check that A is not closed in X because this is a semi-open interval. This is not closed in X is equal to R with usual topology. The next theorem is let Y be a subspace of X and A be a subset of Y, then closure of A in Y is equal to closure of A in X intersection Y. Let Y be a subspace of X and A be a subset of Y. Let us denote the closure of A in X as A bar. This is a notation for closure of A in X. And the notation we used for closure of A in Y as CL of A in Y, CLYA. This notation we use for closure of A in Y, and A bar notation is used for closure of A in X. We have to prove that closure of A in Y is equal to closure of A in X intersection Y. We know that closure of a set A is the smallest closed set containing A. Therefore, closure of A in X is a closed set in X containing Y. Since closure of A in X is a closed set in X containing Y, closure of A in X intersection Y is a closed set in Y, which contains A. Thus, A closure intersection Y is a closed set in Y containing A. But closure of A in Y is the smallest closed set in Y containing A. This A closure intersection Y is a closed set in Y containing A, and closure of A in Y is the smallest closed set in Y containing A. Therefore, this closure of A in Y is a subset of A closure intersection Y. Since closure of A in Y is a closed set in the subspace Y, it can be written as intersection of a closed set in X with Y. We know that closure of A in Y is the smallest closed set in Y containing A. So this is a closed set in Y. So this closed set in Y can be written as intersection of some closed set in X with Y. That means closure of A in Y can be written as C intersection Y, where C is closed in X. The C is a closed set in X containing Y, because this closure of A in Y contains A is contained in C intersection Y. So A is a subset of C, and C is closed in X. So C is a closed set in X containing A. But A closure is the smallest closed set in X containing A. Here this C is a closed set in X containing A, and A closure is the smallest closed set in X containing A. Therefore, this A closure is a subset of C. Now, if we take intersection of Y on both sides, we have A closure intersection Y is a subset of C intersection Y. And this C intersection Y is nothing but closure of A in Y, because closure of A in Y we have taken as C intersection Y. So from inclusion 1 and 2, we conclude that closure of A in Y is nothing but intersection of closure of A in X with Y. This completes the proof of the theorem. So in this lecture, we have studied some results of closed sets associated with subspace topology. And in the next lecture, we will study limit point of a set in a topological space. Thank you.